People tell us this all the time. Their big issue every day is, what am I going to put on the table for dinner? And that's why we're constantly trying to help you here on Cityline. We've got Tansey in the house right now. I'm going to tell them all of the things you are. They love you.
Thank you.
Like a recipe developer, a cookbook on the way.
Yeah.
You've worked in the food industry forever.
It's all true.
It's all true. So your life revolves around food. You even do Facebook. You even do Facebook lessons.
Yeah, we do.
People.
We do a 20-minute cooking school live every Wednesday, and it's like it's the easy tips that make your cooking that much easier and more fun and more delicious. Because you know, cooking doesn't have to be hard to be delicious.
That's
Food
right.
doesn't have to be complicated to be yummy.
Yeah.
And I think the ultimate sort of epitome of that is the stir fry.
It's so easy and so good for you and tastes so good.
And so versatile. So what we're going to do, I'm going to talk you through a couple of like basic principles of stir frying so that you can kind of, you know, wax poetic, you know, riff on it.
Use what you want.
So we're going to start with one of my favorites, which is chicken with some peppers and cashews. So really, really yummy. And I've got just my boneless, skinless, cut up into little pieces here.
Yeah.
And then here's one of my first secrets. You got to use some really nice, strong flavors. So that's toasted sesame oil.
Oh, toasted.
Yes, it's toasted. Well, you buy it toasted.
That's good.
You don't,
yeah, I know. You don't have to toast it.
How would you toast oil?
I don't know.
Don't put oil in your toaster, my friends. That does not work.
It's not going to turn out
So
well.
what that's going to do, it's just going to sit with each other for 5 minutes while I get things hot. Like it's not going to really marinate or anything, but there's going to be a lot of flavor there.
Okay, but already that's different because most people would just put the sesame oil in the pan, right?
I know.
You do that for does more flavor?
Much more flavor. Okay, so now and then we're going to actually do a double oil here.
Okay.
So when you're stir frying, you want the pan to be really, really hot, and you're probably thinking that's not a wok, Tansey.
No, it isn't.
It's really not. But you know what? When you have a cooking surface that's flat, a wok, which is sort of triangular, is no good. You're not going to get a lot of heat to surface. So I like this is my biggest non-stick pan, nice and deep. I can do lots of stirring in there. And I've had this on for about 3 minutes. It is hot.
Okay, good.
Because when it goes in and it's hot, it's going to get golden and yummy.
Yeah.
So a little bit of canola oil. And yes, I'm doing double oil. You know what? You need a bit of oil for a stir fry.
You need the oil, you need the good fat, and these are all great fats that you need in your diet, so it's all good.
The heavenly sound of sizzling meat. So, okay, so now I can just ignore that for a minute and talk a little bit about the sauce. So this is a really basic sauce that you can make for almost any stir fry. Goes with whatever protein you got.
Okay.
And it's always kind of the same quantity. So I've got 2 tablespoons of Hoisin sauce.
And the sweetest whisk you ever did see.
I know.
Isn't that cute?
You know who that belongs to.
My
5-year-old son.
Your baby, your boy.
And I use it
love
the most.
that. See that?
So it's a little bit of something sweet, and then I'm going to put in about 1/4 cup of chicken broth.
Okay.
And I'm going to do 1/4 cup of white wine. Now, the liquid can be wine, water, or broth.
Okay.
Just anytime. You pick. You can do a combination. Just don't use something like apple juice because that's kind of gross. You don't want your stir fry to be sweet. So my next secret ingredient is cornstarch, and this is what's going to make the sauce kind of thick and clingy and cling to all the vegetables and the yummy.
Yeah. Thicken it up, right?
So for about 1/2 cup of liquid, which is what I've got in there, about 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. And again, you can mix up whatever liquid you want with the cornstarch, but you're going to get it nice and thick.
Okay.
Okay, so nice work, Tracy. Would you like a little bit of hot sauce in there?
I sure would.
I sure would.
Put that in there.
There you go. Lovely.
Oh, I love it.
So it's always up to you with the cornstarch.
Okay.
And how about a little bit of soy sauce?
I will take it.
Because, you know, salty, delicious, yummy. Of course, all the recipes are there for you.
But these are the little things that are the flavor builders, aren't they?
Flavor builders. And look, that doesn't really look like that much, but it's going to be fabulous. Now, I want to show you one of my favorite little tools. This is a ginger grater.
Okay.
It's actually a horseradish grater, a Japanese horseradish grater. But if you've ever, like me, struggled with getting ginger into the nice, fine little pieces, look at this. It just absolutely shreds it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Very quickly.
And I could also do this all day. It's like satisfying. It's sort of like sanding a rough nail. You're like filing a rough nail.
It's hypnotizing.
Okay, so that is actually going to go in there.
And how am I
I know, here we go. Look at teamwork, people. I know. No, usually I either use a spoon or a fork.
Okay, got it.
So now the chicken is kind of half cooked, and it's starting to smell really good. And now you can just add vegetables. So I really like red onion with chicken, and then I'm going to do a couple of peppers as well.
Yeah. And look at how easy this is. I mean, we're making this in real time right now, but think about it. You get home, the chicken's out, the chicken's ready to go.
Yes.
Hopefully it wasn't in the freezer. Someone took it out. That used to terrify me. When my mom used to call home and say, Tracy, take the chicken out of the freezer, and I would forget, and then I'd hear her key in the door.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
She's here, I didn't take the chicken out of the freezer.
We need Dr. Karen to come quick. Okay.
I'm traumatized. Now, once the chicken is ready to go,
yes.
and this is easy.
This is easy. So now what's going to happen is once everything's all cooked, the sauce goes in and it starts to thicken up and life is good.
Beautiful.
And you can do the same thing with shrimp. I got some broccoli here that I have kind of cooked a little bit first.
Yeah, it looks good. Like it looks very nice green. Did you blanch it?
You just put a little bit of water in the pan and cover it.
Okay.
And then you use the same pan. Because you know what, I am not into that, using a second pan. It is a Wednesday night, people.
Yeah, that's right.
And then that goes on, and then I've got these gorgeous, beautiful shrimp, and we'll make a similar sauce.
Yeah.
And it'll be essentially the same process, but with shrimp and broccoli instead of chicken and peppers.
Those are some nice meaty shrimp.
Sure
and this is how it ends up looking. So that looks incredible. You've got 2 weeknight meal ideas. Cityline.tv for all this stuff. Go ahead, do the cashews.
Cashews, we love cashews.
And look at that. You can also plate it with lettuce wraps, and I love that.